open, so at least I can get that out of the way. I'll have that. What's up, Cole? Make sure my Dragon Touch is charged. All right. Should be live in about 20 seconds or so. Oh, apparently we're live enough now. All right. Let's get started now that I've got everything set up, making sure everything looks okay. Yep, does look okay. So we'll open up the 8 packs. Okay, so Determined Stranger, Furnace Mage, Rapid, Copperhall, Yeti, Stone Scar, which is nice, Deputy, Feeding Time, which I don't believe I have yet, which is again nice. It's really funny. Looks sort of like a pig. Kind of looks like a pig hand, actually, or at least kind of broody and pig in the background. Furnace Mage. This is really, really nice, actually, for the Strangers deck. I need to Rakarno Stranger. Looks like my Dragon Touch is updating with all of the Steam messages I got. Trickster's Cloak is good. So this is good, this is good, this is another good one. This is another good one. This is another good one, and the rest are all mediocre stuff. What do we get here? Oh, Trail Stories! Basically one of the worst cards. At least in my opinion. It's probably because it's not a spell dude. I'm sure there's a deck out there somewhere that someone can convince me that this is like the best card ever. Another good one. An animated Elysian, which is kind of amazing. Pillar of Amar, decent. I already have all of these, I believe. Flame Blast. Power Surge, deal damage equal to your power spent. Huh. So it requires 3 fire, but you can use whatever power the hell you want as long as you have 3 fire. Which, beautiful. Rebuke. Valkyrie, male Valkyrie or whatever. Or Angel or whatever the hell they're calling these. Alright. And Marison's Disciple. The Scorpion in his hand, the Locust, and the Sandcrawler. Strong card, to be honest. The 2/2 body is really just entirely useless, but it's the whether you want flying, deadly, or overwhelm, and the body that comes with it is entirely up to you. So, decent. I like this. That looks cool. I mean, anything animated is nice. whether it's really reasonably useful or not. I mean, it's always fun. So, open another one. I already have all these, I believe. I needed another one of these. Emerald Acolyte I've seen. The armor play has always been a questionable one to me. I don't know. Don't think I needed another one of these, nor these. I think I have all the torches I need. I don't know if I had all the flash freezes I needed. Sabotage, I know I needed another one of. Warband Chieftain, give one of your units +5. Nice. Decent card just for what it does. And Stone Scar Magus. Basically, he's a 4/4 in hiding because he can always spread his 4 damage either to whatever target he was killed by or to whatever other target he needs that needs a -2/-2. And then Champion of Wisdom. I'll take blues, but I'd like legendaries personally. But needed another Excavate. Twilight Raptor is nice. I mean, double faction cost, but a 1 cost 2/2 flying. Yes. So the only real way that this is going to happen is if you play like a Stone Scar, but not a Stone Scar, whatever the one is with blue and shadow in the first turn. So highly unlikely it's playable first turn, but if you draw it later, it's playable for 1 mana, which is nice. This is a really pain in the ass to deal with card. Great for its cost. Low health doesn't mean much. This is an amazing tank card. I think I needed another one. Daze is a good factionless card. Stone Scar Banner needed another one. Crown Watch, I don't think I needed any more of those. And Frontier Jito. I've seen this. This has changed. So Jito, it wasn't 1 mana 1/1 charge. Your units that cost 1 or less have charge, but it just makes the Jito decks a little bit slower, which is nice. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like a very niche card to begin with. Adding the +1, I guess, was necessary because it must have been really big deal before I got here, but or at least pain in the ass. But for me, it doesn't look all that amazing, even pre the nerf. Nesting Aviasaur, I know needed that really badly. I was in decks constantly that I was being told about from my brother. Predatory Instinct. Something attacking a pig. Fire Rifle. Dustwolf Brawler. Jotun Warrior. Inspires, an amazing card. It's basically a card that draws you another card for 1 mana and gives something, unit or weapon in your deck +1/+1, which is nice. I guess Cycle is one thing, but blocked by other units with flying. Oh, that's flying. I'm gonna use Umbered Reaper. This one's a weird card. Like it, but weird. Feeding Time again. Violent Gust. Amazing. Recogulator, I could probably use another deck. Combri Banner, nice. Soul Collector, nice. I think I'm missing a Soul Collector in the deck that I made. And Hunting Terrax. Flying Ambush. Huh. Okay. Interesting. give a unit or player Aegis. Aegis is kind of amazing, especially for like Rakano deck. Warbrand Chieftain animated, nice. Violent Gust animated, nice. Ceremonial Mask, pretty awesome. All the rest of them are pretty mediocre cards. Not to say that they don't have their place, just mediocre. Oh, I love this card. Reliquary Raider. Oh my gosh, I love this card. When Reliquary attacks, draw a card. When she blocks, gain 4 health. Gosh. Flippin' amazing card. I love this card. I think this card is like one of the best. But then generally, I think yellow's the best. No legendaries, huh? Okay. Ooh, Treachery. Love Treachery. Stupid, but I love it. Well, stupid in that it's usually just used as a 2 damage if the player, you know, doesn't have a unit in their hand. Although that is its own value. I mean, you can play it and you automatically know. It's basically really good if you can play it early on. Because you can dispose of something that perfectly they have. Northwind Herald. Free if you play 2 spells. Stupid. Stupid unless you play a spell deck, and honestly, I don't even see this being great. Like, a 3/3 flying that is free if you play 2 spells would be so much better than a 3/2 6 cost 2 influence card. I don't know. This is not really all that great to me. Crowd favorite. Summon, choose a weapon with a cost 3 or less from your deck and play it? Not bad. Wow, that's cool. Combust. Sacrifice a unit to kill an enemy unit. Nice. Seek Power. And Stand Together. Pretty decent card. I like this. Aegis and then +1/+1 to everyone. That's pretty fantastic. If you even have an established board at all, this is a game ender. Like literally, if they have a board at all, or I mean, if you have a board at all, this is just literally ends the game, because then they won't be able to destroy it. They won't be able to affect it in any way. And plus, +1/+1 for even 3 is decent. It's not super amazing, but it's amazing compared to, I think there is a card that's like Unlock Potential, which is 3 or 4 or something that gives everything +1/+1 but doesn't give it Aegis. So giving Aegis on top of that is just icing. But it does require green, which is nice. And then 31 commons that I already had and 4 uncommons that I didn't. Or I mean that I did. Which, bam. Nice. I recently crafted... Let me go to my cards. Recently crafted... Navani. Because I had a Warcry styled deck, and I thought Navani would be a fantastic styled card for it. I love it, personally. I also had Ijin, so I have Ijin and Navani in the same deck. Although technically, Ijin is a little bit styled differently than Navani. I certainly wouldn't mind Ijin giving Navani, you know, armor and in general all of the cards in the deck armor. And I think I have plated in that too. Which I have a Longhorn Sergeant, which every time something war cries, it gives for every war cry, it gives 1 armor. So 2 armor, 2 war cry, 2 armor, etc., etc. So, but without further ado, by the way, this is the deck that I was using to do something that is very silly and stupid, but I'm going to be revealing sometime later on in the actual maybe not this stream, but next stream. It's basically all the decks you ever run into when you're playing Gauntlet. You may not have ever cared too much about, but it might have been interesting to think about what they were creating. A lot of the decks are kind of crappy, but that's because if they were really good, then it'd be almost impossible to get a 7-win streak or whatever it is. I think it's 7 wins. Going in Gauntlet to be able to get to the highest reward just for the free cost of the Gauntlet, which I think is personally fine that they have crappy decks in there. But the point was that I still, regardless, wanted to know the secrets behind the decks. And so I was using that deck to basically mill their deck all the way down, basically stall them out so that the opponent couldn't beat me, and then I could see all of their cards played, and then use Pilfer at the end to pilfer the last cards of their deck before they die, so I know literally 100% of what their deck was, without, like, guessing. And that's why it's the Reveal Secrets, or Secrets Revealed deck. This is a Burn deck, which is stupid. This is the Elysian deck, which I don't have the cards for it because it hasn't given me. My Navani Ijin, Combray Progress, sort of a Stone Scar made by my brother, Found Cunning, the monos that you're given, my To the Skies deck, which is basically all flying with a bunch of different other madness in it, and then the Rakano Glory, which I need to fix because it was basically this before I made this, and I need to actually return the original. Like, anytime I get a new deck from them, like Combray or Feln or Rakano or any of these monos, I want to keep them as they were crafted, just as a baseline to know what they were and to know what they are, and then just change them, make a new deck. Like, let's say I don't like what's in this because, you know, they have too many Bold Adventurers or something. I'll just make it my own. I'll make a new one that doesn't touch this at all and just adds literally, you know, like, I'll make a new deck that just has all those cards and it's changed in whatever way, so I can leave this the way it is. And if I change my mind later, like, no, that was a really smart deck that they had, I was stupid because it didn't work out very well, I can literally use it as an archetype. Same thing as what I'm doing with the Reveal Secrets. I use all of those Gauntlet decks as archetypes. Okay, but that's not what we're here for. What we're here for is Jekk's Bounty. So without further ado, learn the art of bounty hunting over 16 missions and earn full sets of 16 unique cards. Nice. Yes, please. Not much off, honestly. I've been earning gold for it specifically, but I needed to actually stream it before I spent it because I was going to spend it off stream. I certainly wasn't going to do it off stream, so. Dead half. Wanted alive. Alive. Smuggler, I forget what this is called. Something new, and I've seen this before as a portrait. Anyway, Jekk's Bounty. Rogues and Ruffians. Life out here is always hard and usually short. Taking bounties doesn't earn you many friends, but the coin is good, and that's enough. Let's see how you hold yourself when the lead starts to fly. Enemy units have +1 strength, but you draw a card for each one you kill. Mission rules. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Let's try my Warcry deck. That's fine. end of the road, friend. May fortune smile on us both. You son of a... That's fine. Come on, open up. Open up, you stone pinata. Everyone's waiting for you to open up. Open up. Thank you. What the hell is this? Champion of Chaos? That's bullshit. I'm not gonna deal with that. I got the double war cry off. Who put the price on my head? Didn't ask, don't care. Damn it. Well, that's gonna die. The one. Nice and easy. Take them one at a time. Get out of my hair. What? What? How did that pick that over? Huh? Is that how that works? Huh. Okay. Oh, alrighty then. Need Navani. And you don't have quick draw, so, no. Really? Gonna have to get my field captain out. Well, that's an ass situation I'm in, because that looks dead. Looks very dead. Oh, did I just do that? I did. That's gonna kill that. I made some mistakes. Maybe a few mistakes. That's dead. I suppose we could try my secrets deck. Although we're not going to be revealing what the deck is. Although we could. I think it's best just to say that the deck is crap. It's just got a gimmick behind it. Same with all the decks that are at the end of the gauntlet. Which is why I don't focus on saving them. Because they're all decks designed around a gimmick. Although we'll try. Knife check. Bye. Yeah, you ain't gonna do shit. That's what I thought. You ain't gonna do dick. I got an advantage, you don't. That's why this deck is so good for stalling, because I got an advantage they don't. And that's card draw now, especially based on this. But first of all, that immediately says to me, I get another card. Thank you. And I can leave all the grenade in to protect. Thank you for the other card. Oh. Now, I believe the quick draw says this can kill me. Oh. Goodbye. Good. Good to know. Yeah. Let's just say I'll keep my hand. I'll keep my deck in line for that. He's gonna run out of speed. Goodbye. Oh. That top deck though. I want to win. What's up, Aston? Brazen Daredevil. Deadly and Overwhelm. I don't care the damage I would take face to face. Let's attack with both of those. Doesn't matter, I'd win. That attacked, I'd win. Yeah, it's gonna stalemate. Attack with this, she'll block with one. Kill, dead. Drinks on. Yeah, plus on this. Nice. Ooh. Firaxis Outlaw. At the end of your turn, if you have no cards in your hand, draw Firaxis Outlaw from your deck. You're still alive, huh? Maybe you're worth showing a trick or two. First rule of taking bounties is to know what you're up against. If you know when your target turn their back, it's a whole lot easier to take them down. Remember, it's all just business. Yeah, well, honestly. Wait, you can redo these? Now that is what makes this amazing. Because then I can come back and actually get these. If I wanted the deck. Which is what I might use in the Reveal Secrets one. Seeing as how that's exactly how I could do it too. Especially since we saw how easy it was for me to do that. When a unit is played, it deals strength and damage to a random enemy. Alright. Let's try the Warcry deck again. That hand is okay. That hand is better. Shootout. That would deal 1 damage to... Oh, okay, so it does deal it to face. Alright. I can do that. Alright. That's not gonna stop. Yeah, I mean, that's not gonna stop me. Sorry, friend. Let's see here. Yep. Sorry, bud. You're gonna play bigger stuff, and so am I. Except my stuff's gonna hurt. It should only deal a 1. 2? Okay. Still didn't do anything, but alright. Maybe this is it. You should try a bar. And Stone Scar, yeah. Doesn't matter if it hits or it doesn't. Well, it hits anyway. So, goodbye. We'll probably Warcry charge that out. Won't matter if it hits or it doesn't. Yeah, hit my face. Yeah, please. Hit my face. That ain't gonna do anything to me. Ooh, let's get this out. Doesn't matter if it hits or it doesn't. Yep. Armor up. I got a hell of a lot of pain coming your way. None of that's gonna kill any of what I got, so sorry, bud. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's dead, and it don't matter how you slice it, you're dead. Bye, shootout. Thank you. Hone. Play a 3/3 relic weapon. Or give your current relic weapon +3/+3. Those are the Tinkerers with those long ass tails and everything. Honed blade. Nice. Huh. Interesting. Wrecked. Wrecked, and soon to be Shreked. You take the jobs you can get. Some Combri ink stain wants himself a real live dinosaur, and we're gonna get one for him. Just keep your cool on this one, and remember, alive. Use the sleep dart to capture the Aviasaur Patriarch alive. Interesting. Alive. Let's try Navani and Ancient Warcry. Am I supposed to draw something like that that keeps this? Oh. I didn't see what it said, but I certainly see what this is. So I have to take it down within 3, and then I have to sleep dart it. Reasonable. And by reasonable, I mean a little unreasonable, but okay. Probably should try my, I don't know what this deck is based off of. But might as well try my, my Reveal Secrets. Probably get it low enough without dying. That's the idea of the deck, after all. This will be perfect unless it has a lot of really high flying damage. Or that. That just means I take damage. It doesn't really mean anything else happens. The problem is that this is just how I'm going to have to fight anyway. This deck is entirely based on unfavorable traits, because in the end it gains its favor. Welcome. Warcry. Okay, let's see. Put this on the field. And I'll be able to stop everything for foe. Okay then. Well, that's the idea, after all. Righty. Okay. So, plated. Ah, that's the reason why we do this. Orc Sentry. 610 Endurance and Warcry. By no means is this going to ever be pushed over by anything, at least as a protector. Which means, as a defender, it's got immunity, in my eyes. Now, 6 plus 3 is not 10, so I go straight face. And since this doesn't, it has endurance, that means I'm going to still double protect. Aha! Alright, well. I'm fine with this dying, that's what this was meant to do. Remember, use the dart to bag it. Yeah, I just need to deal 3 more damage and we're fine. I mean, 6 more damage, and we got 3 damage and we're fine. Yeah, so it'll block this, which means that dies, and it means 1 more attack, and then I bag it, and we're done, and we go home. Couldn't stop that. Doesn't matter if you could stop that. See? Beautiful. And bag it. You got him. Not bad. Nice. Easy. Easy money. Dinosaurs cost 1 less. Ultimate give. Or pay +6 to get your dinosaurs. +2/+2. Not bad. Interesting. Not considering the fact that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't really play dinosaur deck, but this at least gives me a chance to be able to try one. I'd need more. Bronze, I think. Wanted. Not dead. Alive. Alright, now the smuggler. Old Wyatt's a crafty one. Local smuggler looking to auction off his latest haul. They search you coming through the door, so we're going in light. No weapons. Have to make it up as we go along. What could go wrong? Random cards that have no influence requirements. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Now that is a cool. I wish I could earn rewards continually off of playing this kind of thing. Just even like opening up random chests like we do for the gauntlet, just off of playing this. But cool, I'll take it. Stolen goods. Your deck is made up of random cards that have no influence requirements. Wyatt the Fence. This is the smuggler, or smuggler's goods. Okay. Ancient lore. Oh, they're all things that are Ijin? I will take you, thank you. You're coming with us, Wyatt. Hey, who let you in? Yeah, who let you in? I don't have any spells in my hand, do I? Holy shit. Shogun of the Wastes. Double damage. Summon your units deal double damage this turn. Wow. That's an instant kill if I get Agent out. Doesn't matter what I do. What is all this junk? Oh, whatever it is, we're gonna find out. I don't think I'll give you that much. It doesn't do anything. Well, I guess it does something for that, but it's not really a something. What? He's gonna do that really well. Wanted criminal. Entomb this. The enemy draws a card. Huh. That's cool. No, you're ruining everything! He's gonna attack that. Breaks his weapon. He's attacking me for 1. Oh no. That's not good. That's really not good. Well, we'll play Ijin. Oh, that's really not good. That's really not good. Ooh. Draw is going to go down due to deadly. But I might actually just use the Shogun of the Waste. What are you up to? I'll let Shogun of the Waste do that. Because of that deadly. Can I get some cards that actually give me something? Anything? I'll take that. Gosh, I love you, Ijin. Oh, that's not good. Well, Ijin made 1 set of armor. Augmented form. A 9/9? How much damage is a 9/9? That's, he's gonna die immediately to that. So, we'll wait, actually. It's like people jumping in on either side to help. Just depends on who decided to join who. He's throwing weapons everywhere. Oh no. We'll block that. And that will be finally out of the picture. Jito. Going straight for G-Toad. Spell swipe. You have to hold while he plays whack-a-mole. I would say Locust, but Sandcrawler's gonna live longer, especially versus this. So let's wait some more. 48 versus 50, so we'll lose before he does. What? Right, forgot. Yeah, guy basically buffs everyone who dies, just in case you ever want to bring them back. Light 5 fuse bombs, or put 5 fuse bombs, fire bombs into the enemy's deck. Light the fuse. Let's let's just wait. We're not going to beat him that way, but we certainly aren't going to beat him in the current outlet. I'll let him seek power. Better not to use spell swipe for that. Strangers. I'm buffing the enemy strangers, huh? Right. Right. I still can kill most of them anyway. Because block with this. And the 4/4 I'll just let through. Reliquary needs to die. Oh yes, bait. Bait. I love this card. It's so funny. 5 mana, 1/1. Entomb. Play a Steelbound Dragon with Flying and Overwhelm. Love it. Love that card. Bait. I don't know who is the enemy here. The dragon or the bait? Let's go with this. I need to have a sufficient powerful attack if I'm gonna keep something else in mind. Like right now, if I attack in with Ijin, the only armored target that Ijin got before Ijin died, this will kill it for no reason. Does that kill him? Cloud of Ash. 6, 4, 10. 6, 10, 20? 20 damage? No. Nope. 20 damage still doesn't kill him. But that will probably be the way to kill him. So we just need to make sure 20 damage. 20 damage. That's 24 damage. If I'm miscounting that, let me know. I think that's fine though. So that's 6 and 4, that's 10. Add this to that, that's 3 and 3, that's 6. So the same like this, 6 plus 4 is 10. So 10 and 10 is 20, plus 4 is 24. And if I read that correctly, that says 27, which means I need 3 more damage to beat him. Although, damn, I'd love to make a deck like this. That's how it'll be good to be able to find out all these. Let's sacrifice this. Pull out my bait. Which means that is definitely a win. Not yet, though. Ain't gonna get you any win yet. Not yet, boy. Although that will definitely be. Silence all enemy units. Destroy all enemy weapons. The Passage of Aeons. Gosh, I love that spell. And I believe this is when all enemy units are exhausted. And that means you're dead. Ha! Got it. Silence 50 units. Hush. I need to go about silencing many. Ooh, Nyctotraxian. Flying Fate. Create and draw a random card. Let's keep going. So gun was the first one, then it's rogues and ruffians, and then it's Praxis fugitives. Never heard of anyone getting banished from the Praxis Arcanum, so whatever this one meddled with to get herself kicked out of there must be quite the story. At the end of each player's turn, that player plays a time sigil. Alrighty. Let's try Navani Engine Warcry. And Paraxid Fugitive. Let's redraw. That's not good enough for me. That's a little better. I don't know what she said there. What'd she say? You're too late. You've always been too late. That's what she said. Okay. I guess that a time deck would probably do well against, or well for this, but... Is it just me, or is it always going sideways? Probably always going sideways. Warcry every day. I'll take that extra power, thank you. Time magic, I think, is what this Paraxis Fugitive meddled with. Time magic. Kill you before your time magic sets in. Refresh. Alrighty. Bring on your refresh. I got a bunch of Warcry waiting for... That's not good. That's certainly not good. Wow, that's quite the BS right there. Although I can make that deck. Pillar of Amar. I got a couple of Pillar of Amars. They're gonna beat us anyway, so let's put this down and see what it looks like when it comes out on the other side. Oh, we won't live long enough to see what comes out on the other side. Well then. That's unfortunate. It was eminent. It was. Gotta make a deck especially around this one then. Time deck, huh? Okay. Time cards. Everything about time cards. So, Copper Conduit. Gotta have infinite hourglasses. Don't need Initiates of Sand. Let's take away 5 of that. Let's put a Rheinarch in. Alright, let's see. It's got to be in power. Got to have something in power. Although, let's try in power. Okay, so we've got Pillars of MR. We've got Awakened Students that can go in. Sanctuary Priest is one thing, but I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that's what I want to do. It's going to have to be a Combri deck, I would imagine. That's what it will do best as. Arcanum Monitor. Nope. Hall of the Lost Kings. We'll try that for $1. We'll try the Talir Who Sees Beyond. Let's see what else. Xenon Obelisk. My friend the Xenon Guardian. Lumen Defender will be nice. Relic. All 3 or 4 Timekeepers will be good. Those will be good. Because they will always be protecting. Those will be good in case we need more mana for something. I'll be fine to have one of. A couple of those. That will be fine to have. Might be nice. Silence will be good to have, especially based on what we've been seeing. Let's see if this kind of deck works. We'll try it. Firaxis Guardian. Let's try that. Sort of a Combri and time. All we'd have to focus on. Ooh, wait. Hold on. Just realized something. It's a Combri deck, and all we put in was time. Okay. Add power. There we are. That's Much better. Let's try that. Although, probably have to call it pretty soon here and then go get some food and maybe we'll come back, but we'll try this. It's okay to keep big hands also because we'll get a... Power doesn't do anything for her. Playing one power, getting one health, getting another health. 2 health a turn doesn't do anything. By next turn I can have Dune, Phantom on the field, or even Combra Healer, although I would... no, I'm not worried about 1 damage. Is it just me, or is time going sideways? Yeah. That's probably what she was banned for. Time going sideways. Xenonoblus is going to be helpful. Like, really helpful. It doesn't really matter what she does. But let's try... try this. Okay. I don't know what I'd be worried about, but I certainly was a little worried. Vulnerable to damage. Now that's certainly a thing. When this comes out and I pay the ultimate cost, this will be able to stop that. So, although it stops it now, so. Nice and vulnerable to damage there. Boy, I told you Dune Phantom is going to stop almost everything that I don't have an answer to. And I now have an answer to you. You're no longer invulnerable, my friend. No longer vulnerable. Let's end the turn there. Sorry, but I got more mana than you now. What's the worst that can happen? That's not a worst. That was an okay. Now everyone has it. Nice job you did there, Time bitch. But you just made everyone stronger. Give a unit in your hand charge. Lumen Defender. I only get stronger the longer we wait on this, so I don't know what she hopes to change. So let's go all the way. Goodbye to one of my Zenith Guardians. Goodbye to 10 of her health. This will eventually end in her demise, all because Xenon Guardian is decent. Add Xenon Obelisk next to a Xenon Guardian, and he's more than decent. Easy. Dead. And soon to be our next one. Dead. Play something big, come on, please. Stand together. That's dead all the way around. Bye, baby. How could this happen? I just made a deck around the fact you gave me free mana. Thank you. Ooh, the Passage of Aeons. I really like that card. Brilliant card. Silence all enemy units, kill all enemy attachments. Beautiful card. Mad Dinomancer. Too much magic can twist a man's mind, and there ain't nothing I hate more than a cracked up mage. Take this one down fast, not in the mood to be growing scales. Start of the enemy turn, he transforms a random unit into a 5/5 Carnosaur. This one's going to be much harder. Although I would imagine that Warcry would help quite nicely. Ooh, that's a beautiful hand. That's a beautiful hand. Sometimes I hate this job. Cliffside Porter. I'm gonna imagine. I'm gonna imagine that means he can accidentally turn one of mine into a dinosaur. So let's try the revealing secrets. Got a crappy hand. That's still not a good enough hand, and let's try that again. Nope. And I'll take that. Let's try this hand. I got 2 targets, you got 1 target. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's try... Let's try this. Let's try Pilfer one of his dudes. Oh, that's right. Right. Go all the way in. Except now, you're gonna make one of my... Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You'd make a beautiful Carnosaur. No thanks, stranger. Let's remove my friend from the void. And let's play. That means I get another Carnosaur. Thank you, my friend. Oh, my lovelies. But that doesn't really make it possible for you to have lovelies if they're mine. Goodbye. You no longer have Carnosaurs. Crownwatch Cavalry. Can't give anyone anything. Goodbye. What? Why didn't I not attack? Oh, Noxie. Got a headache, man? Damn. Well, I got a ton... Ooh. Goodbye, dinosaur. Got a ton of previous content for opening up packs in the whole 9 yards for this stream if you wanted to see something of it earlier. Can't exactly play that, can I? I pressed Q the last time. That was why I didn't hit him and almost kill him. Actually, I would have had him last turn if I did that. Play for Yeti's eyes. That's not good. That's not good at all. Would have had him last turn. That's going to be pretty close. Although he's going to get another one himself. Draw a card. Hey, get some mana, please. Just a little bit of mana. Took something for a while ago. Not going to go away. Normally I would sleep away, but it's 4 p.m. feels bad, man. I know that feel. All right, let's kick his ass. Ooh. Why would you block and then... What? The hell? Alright, I'll take the damage. If I can play this, then I'll beat your Carnosaur. Oh, yes, baby, please. I get another one. Yeah. Oh, well. I'll only go down to 10 health. Not too bad. Oh. Unless they do that. And then I win. Sorry, bud. Glad that's over with. Whoo! Alright, golden chest. Please roll. Ooh, and we got the bounty reward. I forgot about that. Tyrannosize. Transform a unit into a 5/5 Carnosaur. I remember about this. Pretty cool. Really cool card. Costly, though. Considering. I mean, it's a flash spell, though, so you could probably flash something that was small into something big, and then suddenly it's now defending or attacking with a really serious underbite going on. Alrighty. May the fortune favor me to roll into a diamond. If not, it's still a gold, which is nice. So here we go. That's still a gold. Nice. Pack, and we'll open it. Alright, let's see what the pack gets us. Almost at 1,000 again. Nesting Avisaur, needed that badly. Stormcaller. Exhaust the Stormcaller to deal 1 damage. There's enough things that kill 2 to exhausted damage that, yeah. Another Stranger, I needed that. Animated Grenading Drone? Okay. Treasury Guard, Sauropod Wrangler, Steadfast Deputy, Dormant Sentinel. Ooh, Dormant Sentinel. I don't know if I needed another one of those. Damn, that looks cool. And then what do we get? Shadowlands Guide. Shadowlands Guide is a weird character. Play a unit with cost 1 or less from the void when you summon him. Weird character. Certainly worth it for its cost if you have something in the void, but so is this game better than Shadowverse or Hearthstone? In my opinion, I find myself not only playing it more often than either of the two games, but I would highly recommend any person who likes Magic in the slightest and who wants to look at another card game, because trust me, we've already looked at enough card games in my life to be more than sick of card games. At least not physical card games, because I still love physical card games, no problem. But as far as I'm concerned, I'd just love to show it off real quick here. So you have the campaign, which now I believe I am on. Yeah, I'm on the Jex Bounty campaign. You've got the free campaign that gives you 5 free decks. They're all mono. That's the introduction to the whole game to make sure you know how to play a card game before you get started, which is nice because it actually has some little tiny story to it. You've got the Jex Bounty, which is about 20k gold, which, believe me, in the little time that I have played this game, and I haven't had to fight humans, which we all know my aversion to PvP and someone else getting to stomp on your fun. And the little time that I have, with a little bit of interaction with humans, I've gotten 40,000, or almost 40,000, because about 900, 880, I'm going to have 40,000 because I paid 20 for this. Although their jank-ass money system is just that, janky AF, I can recommend a way that you can spend it so you still have 0, but it does require money to do so. Like, enough money that, you know, unless you're like me, who doesn't like to see a cryptocurrency sitting in a wallet that you can never cash out or spend, unless you're like that, well, then go hog wild. But if you're like that, like I am, you're going to not want to spend more than a specific style. And I believe it is this plus something else. And that's fairly a lot of money, but by the end of the time, you'll have no cryptocurrency tied up in this game that you won't be able to spend. And you get some nice rewards for it, which is nice. So that being said, let's go back out. So the cost is nice. Here's the beautiful part about this game. So there's this thing called Gauntlet. Now, I haven't confirmed or denied if it's correct or not, but to be honest, I'm not sure. The Gauntlet is a free-to-play mode where you play at your own pace against a series of computer-controlled opponents using your own decks to wage epic battles in the Gauntlet. You lose once, you're out of the Gauntlet. You lose, you make it all the way to the end of the Gauntlet, you get 3 silver chests. At the end of the Gauntlet, stopping you from getting your 3rd silver chest is a boss. The 7th match of a Gauntlet is played against a randomly selected boss. The boss matches have unique rules that affect the game. Now, the bosses at the end of the match, in Master at the very least, are so very, very strong. Ooh. It's questionable at Master if you can ever win it. Like, you have to get extremely lucky. So, getting your 3rd silver, at least at Master Gauntlet, is questionable at best. Although it does progress you through Bronze, Silver, Gold, Diamond, and Master. That being said, I would highly recommend, at least until you have enough, or in general, I would highly recommend that you play at the lower end of Gauntlet and don't beat the final boss. Because if you don't beat the final boss, then you don't go up. But I'm not certain if that means that if you don't go up, you don't get a chance to re-roll chests to higher whatever. Plus, it can be a little easy. So if you're one of those people who don't care if you have a little bit of a challenge and you don't mind playing against a AI controlled whatever to get your advantage going on, I wouldn't mind. I mean, for me, I didn't know, so I just played all the way up into Master. But given the chance to know, I would say, personally, at least until you got better decks, I would definitely not beat the final boss on Gauntlet to stay at the lower ranks so that you can play without getting destroyed.
Especially since you have a chance for one of your bronze chests to roll up into a silver anyway. So it's not like you need to get that final boss to get a guaranteed third silver. If anything, you could have one of your chests roll up into a diamond, technically.
Which is actually what happened. I had a chest roll up into a silver, roll up into a gold, and roll up into a diamond, right?
Yeah.
So, you can have absolute garbage roll all the way up into beautiful. But, that being said, the way the chest system works when you are rewarded a chest is you gain a bronze, a silver, a gold, or a diamond chest there's no master's chest, which would be nice, but would be broken. Depending on the chest that you get, if you open a bronze, you get a low amount of gold, which is something around 50 gold, and a single card round common to uncommon, so gray to green. You open up, yep, that is the fabled Cole himself. You open up a silver, you get a little more gold, something to the tune of what, 150? 150 gold, something like that.
What?
Silver?
I thought it was closer to like 200.
200? Okay, so closer to 200, something like that. And then you get, instead of just getting a common to uncommon, you get now an uncommon to rare, which is a green to blue. And then when you go up into gold, as much as you'd think you'd only get rares to possibly legendaries, that would be broken for the style of the game that it is. Because you could complete your collection so fast. So instead, what they do then is give you a pack and a lot more gold to the tune of about 500 gold, if I'm not mistaken. It's about 550 gold. And then you get a pack on top of that, so 550 gold in a pack, so that's 12 cards, and with the rarities all being anywhere from like 12 or so, or 11 or so different rarities between common and uncommon, I believe, though it may be something like that. I think it's common and uncommon, with one pinnacle card being a rare or a legendary, and then at diamond chests, the best chest ever, you get 2,000 or more gold, because all of these golds they're set at a limit for a minimum, but they also have a set limit for a maximum by like some roll of the dice. So you can get like 50 gold at minimum from the bronze, plus like 13 or 15 extra gold that you can get from it. So it's not perfect, whatever it is. Although I don't believe that it gives you ones. I think it's like by fives. Something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Summon a random legendary dragon and a 1/1 Shiro with Adorable. 7 mana, 5/7 Brian Kibler. Yep. That's a beautiful anyway, back to the game. And with opening a diamond, you get 2,000 gold. A animated, which is the gold cards for Hearthstone, and a pack. So you get the best of every world. You can get a legendary with your animated, you can get a legendary with your pack, and you get 2,000 gold, which 2,000 gold is ridiculous, nothing to shake a stick at. Because if I'm not incorrect, Forge, which is the sort of arena against bots, is less cards that you get during the Forge process, but you get, you're fighting AI, which means they're not as smart as obvious, and you're still doing it for, like, pretty decent rewards, if you can get all the way to the highest. Now, see, I haven't gotten any, even into Bronze Forge, although, because the first Forge I ever did, I drafted based on what cards I wanted from my collection, because every card that you do in Arena instead of Hearthstone, you keep the card permanently. Permanently. So if I forge a deck, and during the forge process I get a legendary, I keep that legendary. forever. Not only during the actual draft of itself, or the forge itself, but also for the actual, like, keeping of your collection, which adds for some diversity in what you want to pick. Not only for your first few forges, but also for the fact that when you're doing forge, you're not exactly putting yourself out. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, draft, which is the full version of what I was talking about, you not only start out at like 2 silver chests automatically when you draft it, but this is 5 card packs. You only have to win twice to get the same exact value that you would get, plus more from the actual chests in that, like, that you get yourself. Because otherwise it already gives you 2 silvers and a gold, I believe. Something like that. Or what does it give you when you first start draft?
2 silvers.
2 silvers. Okay, so you get your 3rd silver and then your gold from that. So you're already drafting exactly more value than you would get from buying just randomly 5 decks of cards, or 5 packs. So you're drafting specifically what you would want, not only for the draft but also for your collection, which is invariably could be much higher quality, card quality, than actually just opening 4 packs. And then if you win twice, you get that 5th extra pack you would have gotten just by buying 5 packs. So the draft is nothing to shake a stick at either. Although I would never pay the actual gem price, it could actually be worth it considering of what it costs, what it relatively would cost to buy in the form of packs. Forge, although less ridiculous, because see, once you level up in the forge, you get the possibility of having 3 goldens. It's an equivalent gold to a point. Although this, unlike Gauntlet, not giving you silvers, gives you golds. It probably isn't equivalent, but it's a rank up gold. So it gives you a pack among possibly another pack among leveling you up in the Gauntlet. In the Forge, which makes it harder. So to a point, it's kind of like you weigh your options. You're going to get harder forges, but you're also going to get better rewards at the end. Because if you get the Masters, although it's harder, you can get 3 golds off of just, playing regular Forge, which is actually less than the cost of 3 packs. So you get the cards that you forge, and then you get 3 more packs. And this is only playing AI. Game explanations with Cody. Yeah, by the way, he said, "Oh, I see you on that Shadowverse." Noxie, by the way, says hello. Oh, food. Are you gonna stream some of that? Because I might host you to eat this. Well, I gotta eat some food real quick, so, let's do this. We'll take a break on the campaign. I'm gonna mute the mic, but I'll play Gauntlet while we're playing, which is sort of like a kind of arena-style elimination system. You eliminate them, they eliminate you. Wherever you make it to, you get the rewards based on that, and it's free. Which is sort of your way of saying you can play ranked, and every time you win ranked, for the first 2 wins of ranked you play that you win, you get bronze chests. For the 3rd win, you get a silver chest. So technically, for time spent, you can get more playing ranked than you can playing Gauntlet. But if you don't win a lot in ranked, you might actually win more in Gauntlet. So let's do this. So we're gonna play. If you guys see a deck you want to see me play, besides the Reveal Secrets deck, which is, I guess that's sort of a deck also, or technically the Fire Shadow deck. Let me actually remove or rename that. Bad spell damage. Alright. Bad spell damage, because that's what it is. It's a really bad deck based entirely around dealing spell damage for a quest. A daily quest, which the daily quests are fantastic. Not only do they have the introduction quests like play a draft to get a diamond chest, but they also have the daily quests, which are nice. You can re-roll them like Hearthstone once per day, and they have really good rewards. Yeah, I know. Seriously, I need to get good. Get good, bro. Okay, so that said, what would you guys like to see deck-wise? What would you like to see me play? This is the Elysian deck I don't have finished yet because I don't actually have the Elysian cards. And instead of crafting them, I would rather wait for them to come to me in the form of the Elysian deck that they'll give you weekly. So on top of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks that they give you initially in the initial campaign, they'll give you, I believe, 5 more double, where these are mono card, mono power and stuff. They'll give you 5 doubles, which are nice. Like, really nice. That being said, what would you guys like to see? The aggro deal damage is my brother's Stone Scar testing deck. This Paraxis Guardian we just made to do the campaign. Reveal Secrets is the deck designed around literally understanding and finding out every single card in the Gauntlet AI decks. My Navani Ijin Warcry is the Warcry deck with Navani and Ijin in it. The Combri Progress, the Feln Cunning, and Rakano Glory are the three of the double influence decks that we got. My Straight to the Skies deck is the flying deck I made, and then we got the 5 monos. What do you guys want to see? Skies, all the skies. I love flying deck. This flying deck kicks ass. Although I'm sure that I can balance it better, I like it, and it kicks ass. Oh, that hand is terrible. First of all, they also changed the game completely. Like, maybe not completely, but balance it constantly. So, for example, before this last patch, you could draw a hand with no mana. You will now always draw a hand with mana, although it can be 1 mana, which kind of sucks. I wish they would do the redraw system, like, see how it says here, 2 to 4 mana? The redraw system used to say at least 2. I would like that the first hand be at least 2 also, but whatever. Then the redraw now says instead of at least 2, it's now at least 2 to 4. Which, you get a redraw. Oh, this is not too bad. Although I don't have a blue, I'm bound to draw a blue. Which means I'll be fine. Even if I do, if I draw a time, I'll be fine. Well, I'm sorry, Noxy. I appreciate you dropping by, my friend. I hope that your headache clears up. I know how that head pain feels like. KMS, so. Alright, let's see. This bitch is going all shadow and shit on me. Which, thank goodness for it. I actually have, due to my original whatever, where I was telling you guys about it earlier with the Reveal Secrets, I actually have every single one of these decks. And will eventually make them all, as much as some of them are really bad. I'll have the original archetype, and I might actually improve upon it while keeping the original archetype in a text document, which Cole has actually done, so it's pretty amazing. Now, I just used Ice Sprite to basically stun him forever. Throw away 5 cards from your deck. That's fine. Enjoy 5 cards being gone. Throw in another 5 cards. It's one of those things where I think they can improve upon it later. And I think Spore Folk is a later... They will introduce more things that can interact well with it. Albeit, to be honest, I think Spore Folk is fantastic. If you have a great deck based, being able to base around it. You douchebag!
Oh, by the way, releasing one of the
You have to get on to get it?
yeah.
Huh.
It gives you a gold version of it too.
Let's put a Flying Bird into play. He's playing us a little well, but... Hey, Gale. Get out of here, boy. I stabilized because my deck has better card quality than his. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now have a basis for a card. Oh, sweet, beautiful heavens. Let's play this and this, and now I'm OP. I think I can kill him in one go, unless he can kill me in one go. Let's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, there's no way. I'll put this on the ground, and then this on the ground, and then this on the ground, and then I'll use this, and then die. Stop me. Go ahead, stop me. Do something to stop me. Oh, destroyed? Oh, what? Completely destroyed? Easy peasy. Goodbye. GG! Alright, my friends. With that, I think I'm going to end it for today. I'll come back probably maybe for today. Maybe I'll come back later, but we will certainly have more Jex Bounty and certainly more Jex everything. All I'll be doing in the offline, it will be playing Gauntlet to get more gold to be able to do things online. So you won't miss anything. But with that, my friends, appreciate you dropping by. Thank you. Take it easy. Have a good day, and watch the rest of the VOD that I will be sending up soon, which has all the pack openings and everything else if you're interested in that. But otherwise, take it easy, my friends. Peace.